Now tomorrow, students are encouraged to bring the fun here at Walnut Park for Mayfest, where there'll be free food, tons of music, even beer for those over the age of 21. However, DPS advises students that backpacks like this should be left at home. The debate last night had Central New Yorkers all abuzz, from political junkies to undecided voters to experts on the matter like those here at Syracuse University's Maxwell School of Citizenship. In addition to the fundraiser being held the day of an SU away basketball game, it'll also be a part of the first weekend of the Syracuse Eating Festival. With all the additional crowds coming in, the folks here at Armory Square are expecting over $10,000 to be raised for the parade. Rebuilding Interstate 81 isn't the only challenge for the Syracuse community. It's also about reinventing the city. And as Professor Paris says, it's not as easy as a solution as just simply rerouting the road. As of late, you've probably heard people talk about gas prices. Most of it hasn't been good, though, as many customers at this mobile station on Nottingham Road show.
I'm from Boston. It's probably 30 cents cheaper there right now, and it takes me about $60 to fill up my tank every time I do it in New York.
Not good. It's getting more and more expensive.
A month ago, gas prices here in the Syracuse area were at $3.67 a gallon. Today, it's up to $3.91. According to GasBuddy.com, this price is 20 cents higher than the national average. New York State in general has had higher prices than the rest of the nation, with the New York City area already averaging more than $4 per gallon. Professor Don Datowski at Syracuse University's Economics Department at the Maxwell School of Citizenship and Public Affairs has been looking into what has been going on with the recent spike in gas prices.
The biggest reason is the price of crude oil.
There's numerous factors that go into why you're paying more at the pump. Concerns in the Middle East, issues with Atlantic refineries, a switch to a cleaner burning fuel for the spring, and higher futures trading by speculators have all contributed to the rise.
If there is speculation, it's just getting started. That the futures contracts is going to just continue to go up, so I'm going to buy low and sell high.
As you can see behind me, gas prices are at $4 a gallon right now. But experts are saying that number could rise up to $5 a gallon come summertime. And that could have some very big implications down the road, including the presidential elections this upcoming November.
Obviously, if they go up quite a bit during that time of election campaigning, the Republicans are going to say, see what's happening in this Obama administration.
Getting closer to home, many families may have to reconsider their family vacations, possibly by aiming for shorter road trips instead of going long distance. Although all this pain at the gas pump seems to be getting worse, Datowski offers some words of relief for the road ahead.
These things tend to be short-lived, especially if it's speculation. The bubble kind of bursts and prices go back down.
As for now, people are hoping that gas prices begin to stabilize or drop and to have some extra money in their wallet. From the Syracuse DeWitt border, I'm Ryan McDonnell, NCC News. The Syracuse University men's basketball team is heading to the Sweet 16 this weekend, and everyone seems to be having a case of March Madness. Stores on Marshall Street have windows filled with merchandise, and the SU bookstore, located in Shine Student Center, is jam-packed with basketball gear. Gail Umel, who's in charge of purchasing items for the store to sell, says this time of the year is unlike any other.
With basketball being the hot topic right now, the orders go along with it.
Those orders have been plentiful throughout this season. There's t-shirts for winning the Big East, going undefeated at home, making the NCAA tournament, heading to the Sweet 16, and many other events. There's even emails promoting t-shirts just seconds after a game ends. Some in the campus community thinks things have been going a bit overboard.
I mean, it's creative, but I don't really think we need one after every single game.
They don't need a t-shirt for every single win, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I'll buy the t-shirt when they win the national championship.
Umel sees the abundance of t-shirts in a different way.
I think that there is more excitement this year. I think with their record being so great that there is a lot more excitement, and in hopes that they're going to go the whole way and win the whole thing.
The SU bookstore also doesn't have the t-shirts produced beforehand, but rather they order them through a manufacturer in a manner that gets them on the shelves as quickly as possible.
There is a time-sensitive tournament going on, and we do work very hard to have them here the next morning as soon as we can.
If you are holding out for a national title t-shirt instead of one for the Sweet 16, then you may like Umel's prediction.
I think now, hopefully, if they play the way they did Saturday, we can go the whole way.
If Syracuse comes up victorious this weekend in Boston, they'll be heading to the Final Four, which means plenty of t-shirts all around the city of Syracuse will be able to be found. But even if they fall short of their goal, It's still Syracuse lacrosse season to grab a t-shirt. Here at the Syracuse University Bookstore, I'm Ryan McDonnell, NCC News. The Federal Emergency Management Agency is giving New York City its first storm recovery payments after Hurricane Sandy. The recovery process is still underway, and FEMA is helping to repair damaged homes, but those left homeless after the storm say the process is too slow. And I'm Ryan McDonnell. The Dalai Lama spoke yesterday at Syracuse University and will also speak tonight at the start of the One World concert held in the university's Carrier Dome. The Dalai Lama's Common Ground for Peace movement consisted of 2 panels at Syracuse University yesterday to bring a message of peace to students and Central New Yorkers. NBC's Ann Curry moderated the event, and other guest speakers included Martin Luther King III. The Dalai Lama spoke about global consciousness, among other topics, and had a message for the younger generation. And now to new developments in a story that so many people here on the island are talking, the drowning hoax case off of Jones Beach. The man who started it all is now right back here on our island. News 12 Long Island's Aaron Colton is in Mineola with much more. Aaron? President Obama is also getting a push through a set of ads from a Jewish super PAC, and they aren't what you expect for a political race. 2 videos produced by the Jewish Council for Education and Research feature actors Samuel L. Jackson and comedian Sarah Silverman. The 2 celebrities throw their support for Mr. Obama and warn about the consequences for voting for Mr. Romney, with quite a bit of foul language to boot. The super PAC says they've raised over $200,000 so far and is dedicated to advancing issues Jewish voters are concerned about. Matt Ryan of the Falcons, he was on the ball throwing a touchdown to a wide open Tony Gonzalez, and then in the third, Matty Ice strikes again with this throw to Roddy White. Nice slow-mo there. The Broncos would charge a comeback, but would fall short as the Falcons win 27-21. Andy Murray coming away with a nice shot there, and fellow Scotsman Sean Connery, very pleased by that. After going down 2 sets, Djokovic responds in the 3rd set in dominating fashion and eventually set the match to a 5th and final set. An entire row of stores in Nassau County overnight were heavily damaged by fire. Take a look at the video here as you see the flames shooting out of these shops on West Merrick Road in Valley Stream, right off of Shore Avenue. Firefighters got the call around 11 last night. Multiple departments responded to the 3-alarm fire. The fire is now under control. Nobody was hurt. Reverend Wallstrom says that attendance remains consistent throughout the year here at May Memorial, mainly in part due to the children that show up to the services. Now, even though many of these children will be visiting relatives over the weekend for Easter Sunday elsewhere, Wallstrom's still very excited about interacting with them. The next 5 days are expected to be like today, with temperatures in the 40s and no snow in the forecast for the foreseeable future. But if you want to skate here at Clinton Square Rink, if you arrive in the evening time, it shouldn't be much of a problem, as it'll be cool enough for the ice to be skatable, but at the same time, very comfortable. Well, it looks like a new world record has been set, and just in time for Halloween.
A man in Rhode Island set the record with the first pumpkin ever to weigh more than a ton. The pumpkin tips the scales at 2,009 pounds and has won its owner $15 grand. The previous world records for heaviest pumpkin is just under 2,000 pounds and was set back in 2010. Wow, what a lucky guy. Yeah, and a huge pumpkin. I have a feeling like, to quote a Halloween classic, that Linus with his great pumpkin wishes he would win a contest like that.